Welcome to Distance. Now, being a racing game, not something I can do a full series on. But I was reminded by a viewer, hey, you haven't played Distance in a long time. Did you know it's like fully updated? Now, I'm seeing here it does say version 0.6895. Does that mean it's still not to version 1? I don't know. I haven't been following it, but I hopped into the campaign, which is just a single player thing. And I was even, as I was playing it, like, okay, I'm just going to do one more level. I'm just going to do one more level. I'm just going to do one more level. It's just single player. There's no other racers in this mode. It's kind of teaching you the game. It's going through the levels that are probably parts of everything else. There is, how do I go back? There is something called Lost Echoes and Nexus. Those are shorter, so maybe we could go through those together if it looks like it would be interesting. But it's really cool, the different things that are introduced as you go along. This is not, it's not a normal racing game. First of all, it's futuristic, which I love. There's some kind of story going on told through the experience of the race. If you like futuristic racers, sort of arcadey, I definitely recommend checking this out. There's some sort of virus. We're trying to get to a portal to Earth, I think. There's stuff going on. It's difficult for me to pay attention. There's 3 hours and 59 minutes remaining. And each level, your timer progressively gets shorter and shorter and shorter. It's like, I know I didn't play for 4 hours. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time. Let's look at that intro. It's amazing. It's great. But I definitely recommend a controller. It's going to transition from video to gameplay. I feel like it's going to be pretty seamless. Because I kind of had that moment that you have sometimes with really well-polished games. Is the cutscene over? Do I go now? But there's the clock. And there's my car. So I definitely recommend a controller. As far as control, and by control I mean like the drive, the feel of the car, I feel like I have good control. And in this first level, there's like next to nothing going on. I don't have a booster. I don't have a jump. You really just have forward, backwards. You can see on your vehicle you have a little gauge. It's showing a compass and your acceleration. You can switch that out. Here it's displaying distance to your goal. It has different views. I kind of like the third person. I think I like it closer. You can get this far out, I think. Yeah, and then it goes back in. And right now, what you're playing, it's downloading the ability to boost. The tutorial is built into the HUD. Checkpoints will cool you down. It's just... it's cool. It's got awesome music. And it slowly ramps up. Right now it's just a straight track. We're just going on a straight track. And each level's different. Now I'm gonna go on a little head. Skip up ahead. I think there's something interesting that happens in this map, but you can see we're evacuating.
Fatal oxygen levels present in this sector.
Fatal oxygen levels. Dark tunnel. Danger. Entering vacuum. I'm in outer space. I'm actually attached to the wall. starting to go upside down, starting to flip back up. I mean, that's kind of standard fare with... okay, whoops. Sorry. Standard fare with futuristic racers, right? All sorts of cool things going on. Cool billboards. I feel like there's a lot going on in the background, but not too much. And definitely in some later levels, it's a bit much for me. I can be kind of easily distracted by all the noise, personally.
Warning. Infection status of sectors 11, 9, and 8 cannot be...
And a level. Okay, nothing crazy. Like a small, gentle introduction. But let's go. Let me give you, before I go to the piece de resistance, let me just jump to a random level. I don't even remember what's in here. Okay, so that red wings, that's the virus. I now can't fly. You didn't even know that I could fly because I didn't show you that. But typically you could jump and then you could spread your wings and fly. Let me see. What's the gimmick of this level? Manufacturing facility. I don't remember. This, heals my wings. So now I could fly. But flying ups your booster. Or spends your booster. Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can impress you. Nope. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. It takes me a little while to kind of get used to the control. It's so finicky. But once you know how to do it, I feel like it's pretty easy. You have to jump, lightly twist, and boost. And then you don't want to hit these lasers because they will just cut you in half. I almost was impressive. Okay, but let's go to the level I made it to. I actually made it to, I believe, the last level. It says enemy. There's an arrow. Oh, there's one more. This is a boss level in a racing game. Now, I'm playing on an 8-bit dough. Let's see if I can remember to give you a picture. This is the one that was recommended for emulation from all the top Mario Maker players and Mario ROM hack players. This is what they're using. Like, I'm gonna get one of those, and I barely use it for anything. But I realize it's Bluetooth, and I can just connect it to this computer. Okay, what racing game have you played that has that? There's weird red corruption on my car. The timer stopped. Oh, I made it. Yes. Oh man, I'm doing great. These jumps are so hard sometimes. There's a trick to them. But I literally do not know what the trick is. I just kinda can do it. Now, as best I can tell, I just hit the boss one time. And now we're gonna have another... Please don't eat me. Another sequence. So I think I'm escaping the city. Okay. Also, I can't fly, remember it. Oh gosh, and I shouldn't have done that. Because I'm either low gravity or I'm sideways or I'm upside down. You kind of grip to the road. Normally. See, that time I forgot to jump. It's so easy to get in a groove and kind of just start intuitively pressing the right buttons. But then it's also easy to get a little confused and start pressing all the wrong buttons. And it's not too punishing. At least single player. Imagine if I was racing with other people. They'd just wipe me out. Okay, and this one, oh gosh, please. Yes, impress all my friends. And we're gonna do another sideways, I think. Just because of how it's twisted. No, I gotta do a full flip. Oh good, we're right side up. When we are right side up, it's a lot easier to kind of fall into place. It's the roads where you're basically jumping sideways or upside down that you really gotta angle it correctly. This guy really doesn't like me. I really like how the timer stopped. I'm gonna just point out things that I'm noticing. Oop, okay. See, there I had to jump, but then a wall came down. I didn't mean that. And so then I tried to overcorrect, because I don't want to crash into the wall. Here I gotta do a flip. Okay, good. Oh gosh. Please don't laser me. Oh gosh, no! Oh, I'm so proud of myself when I do it correctly. Because I get a lot of that, what you just saw. The cool thing about the lasers, my favorite thing, is they can cut you in half. And as long as there's like a refresh nearby, it'll just fix your car. And that's pretty fun. There's just so many attention to detail. That wasn't really a sentence, but you get what I mean. 3. Bosses take 3 hits, right? Or is this a 5-hit boss? I don't know. This level didn't exist when I originally owned the game. Oh, that looks good, though. I think. It's just everything's going in slow motion. Did I miss the portal? Let's see, do I get to go? Is it Earth? Okay, now I'm in space. I have no idea what's going on. But it's so interesting. Array sync complete. Receiving I don't know. Now I'm in the water. Now there's other cars in the water. It's so cool. It just looks like a regular level. And I have infinite boost. Location data verified. Signal source located. Okay, so we're going to the signal source. This is kind of like the victory lap, I would say. It's really interesting to see a track that's just out in the open with a lot of nature and buildings, because every track I played up to this point was kind of dystopian. I do have my booster, and it's infinite. Normally the booster would cause your car to overheat, and so this is pretty cool. And that is the finish gate, I believe. No? That's usually what it looks like. Maybe this is checking out my vehicle. Yeah, my only button that works is forward. And even barely. Restricted area. I'm telling you, man, this game is an experience. That's a chopper. Please don't chop me up. I worked so hard to get here. Rude. Beautiful game. An experience. 100 different modes. I don't know how many modes there are. Lots of different modes, though. But now that I checked it out again, I'm really enjoying my time with it. So I'll probably keep playing it. And as I do things that I think are interesting, maybe I'll bring you back in and show you off some of the other features. Because it's really cool.